Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mr. Cole. Welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross as we're just jumping right into it. With high side in Salt Lake City. After such an impressive result in Seattle, can he back it up here? Round in this like a faster circuit already. With some massive jumps. None of this double leading into each other. This is all about triples. Says where's he going? There's reverse high side. We won't be going right, not straight ahead. Because we've got a hairpin to take. So that's an important thing to know about this circuit, where to go. So that's the whole shot. That's made you always a bit confused. He's just doing a practice start, you know? Just wanted to do that. Let's look at these jumps. Triple. Absolutely superb. You've got double leading to double. Oh, he's tanked those jumps though at the end of that. Clips the blocks. And someone has gone flying in front as he ends up with a minute. 0.1. Hopefully qualifying is not like Seattle though, where he's way off the pace. Go over the whoop section, a bit too wide, out the groove. And down the inside. Then into the right hand, just slightly wide. There are some ruts there as well, which probably should have told us that. High side, you know, you should have gone right, so straight ahead. So he's getting pushed right by 976. Get out of here with that ridiculous number. Who has a ridiculously high number like that? Seriously. So I'm liking this Salt Lake City track though. Very high speed. Going to take some getting used to with the jumps, getting that flow over them. Sets a 57.5. Still not impressive though, because now he's on his third and final lap in Utah in qualifying. But it's going to be interesting to see how this race goes. As you saw, the Yamahas very good in the wet conditions, unpredictable conditions of Seattle. This is a whole different kettle of fish here. So he can't quite make that into a triple. He goes into the jumps. That's a fantastic triple. Into a double. Into a triple. Just like you want to do it. Can't make that a triple though. But look at this superb run over these jumps for once. Goes down the inside, sets a 52. And look at the difference from nailing those jumps. That's he lead for like 5 seconds and is at the top in qualifying in the penultimate race of the season, ahead of Justin Hill, with Shane McGrath in third, and Martin Dallas in fourth, Adam Plesner in fifth, Austin Thornton in sixth, Joey Martin seventh, Mitchell Oldenburg in eighth, Jimmy DeCocktis in ninth, and Carl Chisholm, the surprise from Seattle, ran out the top 10 as we're going to be in the first heat race in with high side with Richard McCullers at the back on the Suzuki. As here's high side alongside Michael Raff running up at the start, and that's Pleasure, I believe, in third as we get underway. Shocking start from high side. As you saw, maybe he does need a practice at the side. So there's some folders on the outside. Oh, and high side's been pushed into the blocks on the inside. And now he's been slowed down by 976. Who would have thought? Is that Josh Greco? As he's taking out the blocks at the end. Get into gear, high side. What are you doing? There's no time to play with the blocks. You're in a heat race. You've got to be in the top 9. As there's crashes in front. Michael Potter's been used as a battering around by high side to push out the way with his head. Now he's landing all over them. Somehow he's in 10th. You can see the transfer spot right in front, and he goes round the outside into 8th. But what a crazy first lap. He whips it back good onto this back straight. And that right hand is so tricky. Bike is getting away from you. Just got to keep in with the throttle. Let's look at this, elbow to elbow with Nicoletti, not for the first time this season. And look at this superb set of jumps, all lands on. Was that Connor Pearson? It was that Plessinger going down. Because McElrath was just slow for some reason, and Jeremy Martin he's years ahead of everyone else. 3.5 seconds. This is high side into second. What a crazy first couple of laps. Oh, and now he's hit the blocks. Got to rejoin high side. Just about does that. But he relinquishes second to the KTM. He blocks him off. Look at that. Good block pass. So here comes high side back into the hairpin. Just not quite working. Got Connor Pearson in fourth. We've got Aaron Plessinger in fifth. So was he actually affected? Whoa, where are you going, high side? Into the crowd. Saying hello to his fans. A bit too early though. No, where is he going? So he rejoins the track in eighth. So from having a serene race in second, it's just gone all Pete Tong on this lap. And now he's battling to make it through. He gets past the Cottas in the final corner. As he go on to... This is the penultimate lap of the race, the third from last lap. I don't know, it's the Cottas just pushes high side wide. Get out of here, says high side. To the Honda. It's once again going wide. Cottas not giving up. Wants a battle here for 8. But they're just costing each other time. To the trio in front, battling for a top 5. So high side wants to clear the Cottas quickly. But Cottas has definitely got his elbows out. Let's look at this. They're side by side over these jumps. High side has somehow made it through into 6th ahead of Nicoletti. He's got Jeffrey in front. Hello, welcome back to the big time. Got Connor Pearson in 4th. There's Nicoletti. Oh, he pushes high side right in the final corner. You can see high side's already done a 52.5 in this race. Where's he found this pace? Especially compared to everyone else. But he's back into the top 5. Can definitely take 4th. Maybe not a top 3, but at least with 4th, he's starting quite high up in the top 10. He's all over the place heading towards the right-hander. What is he doing? He dives down the inside of Pearson into 4th. Now let's see what he can do on Plessinger and McElrath. That's not much if he does that. Well, he steams through the blocks and gets past Plessinger, who's struggling over those jumps. The high side definitely wasn't. Looks like McElrath's also struggling in front. So maybe second is still a possibility here as he sets up 51.3. That's despite taking a detour, doing a bit of a stadium tour as well. As we're on the final lap. Jeremy Martin must be wondering what the heck happened in this race. Where is everyone? Madness happened behind you, Jeremy. Madness. His high side is just ahead of Plessinger. We've got Chase in 5th. The crowd are just going wild in here in Utah for what they're seeing. This is just a heat race as well. Wait until you see the main event. My God. Look at high side catching up to McElrath. Oh, having a superb set of jumps and grabs second. Oh, he's very close to Jeremy Martin in the end. But sets another 51.3 on the final lap. As he grabs second by just 1.4 seconds behind Jeremy Martin. If he didn't have so many detours, he could have won this heat event. But instead, he's through. That's the main thing in the top 9. Ahead of McElrath, then we've got Aaron Plessinger, then Chase in 5th, ahead of Jeffrey, then Jamie Cottas, Connor Pearson dropped to 8th in the end, and Philip Nicoletti makes it through on his Suzuki, just ahead of Larry DiMaggio, Michael Potter, Joey Howard, the hero from Seattle as well, one of them at least in 12th, and Brock Shoemaker in 14th, Josh Greco, who we've had issues with throughout the whole of the Salt Lake City event, in 16th. Look at Jeffrey Kittner as well, down in 19th. Let's see what the main event can throw up. As before then, we've got new butt patches. Hold the presses. We've got Holy Moly and Nerd. Not the best ones.
The best Supercross racers in the world have loaded into the gate here at Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City, where the high altitude and high intensity is always the story of this round of Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship. The RPMs are coming up. It's gate drop time in Utah. The crowd is into it tonight. That will definitely get these riders pumped up as they wait for the gate drop. The riders are lined up. The gate is about to drop. Who will get the whole shot?
As here's Highside driven up alongside Davalos. Welcome to the big time. Justin Hill and Jeremy Martin. Let's get underway for the main event. Who will survive? There's a like Jeremy Martin is. Oh my god! That was slapstick comedy at its best, but not for Jeremy Martin's face though. We don't know if that will still be attached to it, to his body after that situation. As Justin Hill gets a good start for one, leads ahead of Highside, and Austin Fortner having a good start in the Kawasaki in third. But it is the Yamaha that leads as we begin the first proper lap of the race. So you've got Aaron Plessinger in fourth, Johnny in fifth. Jeremy Martin maybe doesn't know where he is in 21st. He's got Carl Chisholm in the top 5 again on his Honda. Not a very good start. As if Highside wins here with this result, he'd be going to Vegas in the lead in the championship, which a couple of races ago, heading into the second half of the season, I would have thought you'd be kidding, right? As once again he's taken a detour. Maybe that's just his preferred line heading into the hairpin. He tries to keep the momentum going. No, he's hit the jumps at the wrong spot. He's casing them all. As he goes on to the second proper lap, sets a 53.6, but still leads by 2.8 instead of Austin Fortner ahead of Justin Hill. Don't expect him to be the top Kawasaki, but it's happening again. Still got Johnny in fourth, Aaron Plessinger in fifth, the title rival. Or should we say fourth now, ahead of Johnny. There's a look at this from Highside once again. Just turning it on when he needs to in the season again. Even though that's not the best set of jumps, heading into the hairpin. Just for some reason, just seems to get slightly offline in that section. As you can see, that's really is to his detriment. Let's go through the final couple corners. Oh, into the block. What are you doing, Highside? Trying to make this race interesting. As he tries to regather himself now. He's still ahead of Fortner. As you've got McElrath now into the top 5. Johnny's been pushed out of it. And here comes Austin Fortner for the lead. And here's Kawasaki. Looks like he's got it. But also makes that into a triple and takes it back just as quick. He's still got Justin Hill in third. Got Aaron Plessinger in fourth, Shane McElrath in fifth. We've got some star-studded riders at the top of the field here. Bit of the opposite from Seattle last time out. You know, apart from Highside, of course, and Aaron Plessinger. As always, butchered these jumps again. What's he doing? As he takes a bit of a wider line in the final corner now, sets a 56. That's horrible that time. But he still leads by 2.6 seconds. Fortner. Justin Hill less than a second behind his teammate. Just under 2 seconds ahead of Plessinger. As I do love this Utah track, very fast. Big jumps. Punctuated by tight corners. But it's a track with very good flow. It is a bit like Seattle, except you just have bigger jumps here. Especially this one into the hairpin. And in this section it's incredibly tricky. If you don't nail it like that, you're in a world of pain. As he finally sets a 51.7. Highside is alive in the main event. It's Jeremy Martin, despite not having a face, is in 18th in his Honda. As we approach the halfway mark of this race, It's getting a bit samey again, this championship. One guy just dominating at the front. But not in the championship. We thought Davalos was starting to pull away. And then McElrath as well, but no, it's just the Yamaha party at the front. The Plessinger with Highside. Especially with how they're riding at the moment. Look at this in the lead in 4th as well. Justin Hill battling for 5th in the championship. Austin Fortner battling for lower down. Got McElrath as well in that battle for the championship. But he's dropped back slightly in the second half of the season. Hasn't been as consistent. Couldn't even get a top 5 in Seattle. But then a number of riders couldn't do that. Such as Mitchell Oldenburg, Mike Davalos. Wonder where the Husqvarna is. That'd be important for the championship heading to Vegas as well. If this is a two-way fight between the Yamahas or if Husqvarna is still involved as well. Let's go into the hairpin. Didn't quite nail that section. Oh, he's gone into the blocks. What are you doing, Eyeside? You set 50.8 last time out. They're trying to get under the 50-second barrier around there. Look at that, McElrath having the third there with Justin Hill. He's got just over 4 minutes remaining. Just goes into this left hand. It's such a tricky corner as you're just sliding with the bike. Justin Hill takes back that third place. He's like, no, this is a double Kawasaki podium. No KTMs allowed. Wonder what Plessinger is doing though. In 5th, he's dropping back. It's Austin Fortner still in 3rd. What result that would be for him. You can see that traffic already. The other side. That is how far in front Highside is ahead of everyone else. He just about makes that a double. Just kind of saved those set of jumps, but you can see he lost around 3.5 seconds just by not nailing those jumps. That is the difference between nailing those jumps and not. As that is such a fantastic corner, that left-hander. Must be great for the photographers. There's Fortner, around 10 seconds back. McElrath taken back 3rd. Maybe Justin Hill's forward in it. He's dropped back. And here comes Plessinger for podium. Can still make it 3 second place finishes in a row. Incredible consistency. But it's been Highside who's been winning while he's been getting those second places. Maybe not in Texas, but in Seattle and here in Utah. That's the only bad thing for Plessinger, is that while it's consistent scoring, it's not wins. And they're important as well for count back. So if they end up level on points. For Highside, this would be his 4th victory win of the season. He didn't win either of the Anaheim rounds. We won in Phoenix, one in Seattle's, winning here. And one somewhere else as well before Phoenix. Of course, it escapes my mind. Then he had the visit to Texas, which was not that good. Had the visit to San Diego as well, where he's just off the podium. So once again, not nailing these jumps. Just have to get off the throttle then, and just build up momentum for the next jump. And that time he lost around 2.5 seconds at that. He was fastest lap. He's 8.5 ahead of McElrath. He's gaining on the KTM now that he's got clean air. Austin Fortner holding up his teammate and Plessinger in the final podium spot. And Highside about to come to that traffic as well. So this could make things a bit dicey for the final few laps. As we go past the crowd. Massive crowd here. Oh no, the rear's gone out from under him. He gets back onto the track, does. Highside. As he's behind, is that a Suzuki in front? It's Austin Fortner still holding on. And there's Jeremy Martin. He's got Mitchell Oldenburg in 6th. Jimmy Cotter's just out of the top 10. We're lapping Connor Pearson. Dan Reardon. Broadby. Remember had a star performance last time out in Seattle. In second for so long in the first half of the race, but then just disappeared. Oh, someone is down at the back. This is Dan Reardon. As all the blocks are being pushed out everywhere. Things are flying everywhere at the back. As you go past Jeremy Martin, your pole sitter for this main event. But horrible luck on the opening lap. And so he's at the back on his Honda. So much more. Just been stuck battling for the whole of this race. As we go on to the final lap. With a 9.7 second EVI, so they have Shane McElrath, then Justin Hill in 3rd. Finally got past his teammate. Austin Ford is now holding up Aaron Plessinger in 5th. Well, that's good for Justin Hill, with Oldenburg not scoring handsomely either in this event. Let's see how far I can lap through the field here. Let's find on that. Let's look into the inside of a rider of Hearn, is that? He's absolutely nailing all these jumps down the inside into the hairpin. I believe that's Chase, he's just that. I'm sure he loved that, the Honda rider. As we go into the final corner. And another victory for Hillman. He's reducing when he needs to, as he wins by 7.2 seconds ahead of McElrath. Then Justin Hill in 3rd on his car, so winning the battle against his teammate Austin Fort in the end, but still a superb result for number 24 ahead of 23. And Plessinger ran out of top ahead of Mitchell Oldenburg. Actually, wasn't too bad in the end then for the KTM rider. I saw him a bit lower down the order early in the race, with Martin Davalos in 7th. Brock Shoemaker with another top 10 ahead of Jesse Nelson, and Carl Chisholm backing up that fantastic result from Seattle with a top 10 finish ahead of Jimmy DeCottes, Fit Nicoletti. You've got Johnny, Jeffney Kittner, there's Chase in 15th, then Hearn in 16th. So he's out to around the bottom 8 or 9 riders there, with Jeremy Martin at the back.
You can tell these guys have been doing their work during the week. They came into this race fast, strong, and ready to battle.
As in the championship, it is as close as it can be heading to the season finale in Las Vegas, as Hillman takes over the championship lead from Plessinger, but just leads by 3 points. That's the difference between a race win and second place, with McElrath in for just a further 10 points back, and a further 5 points back is Davalos. So we've still got 4 riders vying for the title heading to the season finale. A couple of Yamahas, KTM and a Haas. Find a fantastic 2C with Justin Hill in 5th, 4 points ahead of Mitchell Oldenburg, having a good private battle for 5th. Jimmy DeCottes in 7th ahead of Jeremy Martin. He's just ahead of Jesse Nelson and Carl Chisholm. Now, that really is a battle for the half the top 10. Austin Fort, they're trying to get involved as well in 11th, just 5 points off it, and 9 points ahead of Brock Shoemaker, should I say. Then we've got Phil Nicoletti on the Suzuki in 13th ahead of Johnny, then Chase in 15th, Dan Reardon, Casey Brennan, Chris Howe, Connor Pearson, Jeffney Kettner in 20th on his Honda. As we look through the field, it looks like James Harris is the last point scorer now, in 35th on board his Honda. As we head back to Sam Boyd Stadium and Las Vegas, next time out for the season finale with the 250 Supercross East riders involved as well. Can Hillman survive the madness just like last season to grab another 250 title for graduating to 450s next season? Or will he just miss out in the Wild West? Find out next time. South watching, and we will look at the fans. Glory's all for you, Highside. Enjoy this deserved triumph. You're amazing. A round of applause for Highside. Hopefully they have that same reaction after the season finale. We'll see you then.